Hey guys, welcome back to the GR Travelers channel. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've been giving my channel, subscriptions and all of the attention I've been getting, and I really appreciate it. Again, I just kind of wanted to film this channel more so for my girlfriend and I to have kind of memories of our kind of traveling around and what we're doing, and just to kind of document our life a little bit. But actually, almost nearing 100 subscribers, so you blew the 50 sub right out of the water, and I'm already at 85, which is ridiculous. So super stoked about that. I'm gonna be doing a lot more GR Yaris content, traveling content, and whatnot. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, and hopefully, we can get to 100 subs pretty quickly. So if you like this kind of stuff and you like GR Yaris traveling and driving content, please give me a subscription. We're almost near 100, and I would love to kind of show my experience of living in Germany with the GR Yaris to everyone else in America and kind of see what I like. Anyway, so let's get on to the video. So today's video, basically, I'm just going to be doing on my thoughts video. So this video isn't really a normal driving around kind of video. It's more of a, like, what is it like to drive in, Germany? What do I like about it? What do I not like about it? This is just my opinion, so there's actually nothing really bad about it per se. Like, it's just kind of like, I'm not, knocking Canada or Germany, but this is just my opinion, what I think. I actually like driving in Germany a lot more than I like driving in Canada, and I'll get into that in a second. So, first off, what do I love about driving in Germany? So, in Germany, I find the drivers here, and now I'm from British Columbia / Alberta, so if you don't know where that is, that's basically on the west part of Canada, just above Washington and Montana and whatnot. So nice place. I love it there. It was beautiful. Alberta was plenty flat, and BC had plenty of nice driving roads and stuff like that. Now, the people there, I mean, yeah, they all drive. It is pretty easy to get your driving license there, and you just have to take a test of your L and your N and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, you got around, but, especially I lived in Kelowna, if anyone knows where that is. Basically just a hellhole of driving. Like, literally, it says 3 lanes with traffic lights galore. So that was always super fun to try to drive through because you ended up just getting stuck in traffic for hours. Literally trying to go through that city, which is only about like 20 kilometers, by the way. It literally took an hour sometimes. It was just stupid. And Vancouver, no better. If anyone's ever tried to drive through Vancouver during rush hour, yeah, good luck if you're not on the highway. Just all the traffic lights and everything. It's just not fun. Now in Germany, however, so basically getting onto the first thing that I like about it is, yeah, again, people here, they know how to drive. Now, people here are very actually courteous. One thing I've totally just blew my mind is, how when you have 2 traffic people merging together, people, basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go all the way to the front and everyone's supposed to merge in at the very last moment. And that's the most efficient way to merge into traffic, which is great. I mean, a lot of people in Canada, if they see an open spot, they'll just take it right away, or they'll try to merge in way farther before, before you're actually supposed to merge together. With traffic, especially with construction and whatnot, or an accident or something like that, people will, and that'll basically create the line a lot longer than it needs to be, rather than, having that extra kilometer sometimes of space in front to merge in. But here, people actually know how to use the zipper, where the zipper is basically people drive all the way to the front, and then people actually know to let every second car in. So when I'm driving, people will actually move out of the way and create space for you to let other people in, which is just phenomenal. I can't believe people actually know how to do that, which was pretty cool. So I was super cool. It was super cool to see that, and it was just super interesting. Okay, so number 2, going along with traffic lights in Kelowna. So here, all the traffic lights are automated. So basically, they're controlled by an AI, and actually, so if you're driving along, you can hit a red light and then hit another red light and then hit another red light and hit another. If you're in Canada, you just constant red lights and you're just constantly stopping, going. And, that creates a lot of idling time and accelerating, decelerating. So, you burn a lot more gas that way too. So in Germany, not only is it more efficient and better for the environment because everyone's going at a consistent rate, they actually have it set up here so you'll often just hit green as you go, and the lights will change to green before you even get to the light. And I've had that one time where a light has literally been red, and then as soon as I got up to it, green. Okay, so in Canada, they have that kind of where it's like you drive on the actual sensor, but the thing is you have to stop. And then it'll detect if there's metal under, like on top of that sensor, and then the light will start its countdown to go green. But in Germany, they have cameras and such in place where as soon as you're driving up to the light, it'll actually go green by the time you get to the light. So don't even slow down. I had it once where, okay, so this car was like about, I don't know, 100 meters in front of me, and he got let through the light, and then the light went red, and I like literally went red for about literally half a second, and there was no one on the other side, and as I was driving up, the light went back to green for me, and that just blew my mind. That was also just crazy. So it was really cool to see that, the automated traffic system, and I've experienced that driving around town and everything. You just often when it goes green, it's green. So everyone just kind of goes, which is really convenient and just really speeds up traffic. Okay, number 3. So basically, people actually know how to move to the right here in Canada, or in Germany, my bad. In Canada, not so much. In Canada, people literally just drive in the left lane because they think it's a fast lane. They think they're going fast, and they just kind of stay in there. And then you actually just end up passing them on the right side. And, some people, they're just out for a drive. They don't really care that much. They're not, like, super hardcore about it. But in Germany, people, will move to the right constantly because it's actually the law. And you're not allowed to pass on the right of someone. So if someone's hogging the left lane, you gotta just stay behind them until they move to the right, and then you can pass them. You're not allowed to go around them, which I know sounds a little silly for people that want to go a little faster, but it is about safety because they have the Autobahn, which is the unlimited speed limits, which is phenomenal. But you need that, that level of attention. You need to have those rules set in place so people don't, try to pass on the right and cause accidents. So, I will say there are some silly drivers here in Germany that, also, aren't so good at driving. I've seen, but that's everywhere. But just the rules that they have in place is pretty crazy. And then that also brings me on to point number 4, which I love about Germany, is obviously the Autobahn, unlimited speed limits. That's just a blast, especially when you have a GR Yaris or just some sort of fast, fun car. It is fun to go up to speeds, and, these cars do it very, very easily. And it's pretty cool to see how everyone does it. And, if you know how to drive, it's actually not that stressful. You just have to be situationally aware when you're driving. So when you're driving in Germany, you have to be situationally aware, which, for me, I actually have my pilot's license in Canada. I really, really so you kind of have to do multiple things at once, and I'm pretty good at that, I find. I'm not the best in the world. Obviously, people are better than me. I'm not saying that I'm can, analyze 10 things at once, but I know how to monitor, I know what's behind me. I know what's in front of me. I know people, you can kind of just catch a light in a glimpse of your back in your mirror, and you can kind of see that someone's coming up on you fast, and you just got to move over or find a spot to move over. And you just got to be situationally aware of what's going on around you, a lot more than you do in Canada. In Canada, you can kind of just set the cruise control and go. And some people like that, but I like being the more involved kind of driver. Again, being pilot and, just liking cars kind of allows me to do that. I actually think the most stressful part about driving in Germany is probably just the small towns, which is kind of funny. The towns in Germany, they're super small, and I find those roads to be actually way more stressful than the Autobahn because there's so many little rules. It's just crazy. Again, people are really nice oftentimes. Sometimes people just don't really care, but they will let you around them, and people are pretty courteous here, which is nice to see. Or they'll let you turn in if there's ever traffic. They'll let you merge into a line of traffic. They won't just cut you off if you're trying to come out of a parking lot. They'll actually be quite nice here, which I appreciate. And I haven't really seen so much in Canada. I do see a lot of Canadians do the courteous thing, but not very often. Now I'm going to get into some of the things that I don't like about Germany versus Canada. So one thing that really sucks about Germany versus Canada is just the sheer amount of freaking cars here. There are a lot of cars, and there's not a lot of space, which, yeah, everyone gets to drive, which is great. I'm just thinking more along the lines of some discoveries that I've tried to make is when it snowed here, honestly, in Canada, you just go find an empty parking lot and you can do donuts, or you just go down some back road that no one's ever going to be on it, and you just kind of can go drive and, go ham. there's, have some fun on it. But here, there's so many cars, every street just lined with cars parking. And like people don't park because people don't have homes. Like they all just line their cars in the street. And on some of these back roads that I've been trying to find, like there's still cars on them, in the middle of 2 a.m. and just some random road. There'll just be some car driving along and, there'll be a couple. It's not just going to be like one. I know plenty of back roads from where I'm from where you could there'd be no one on the road. Absolutely no one at those kind of times. But here, people everywhere. And that kind of sucks. I mean, if you like to do donuts or, have some fun with your car a little bit, like I don't like driving fast around people or like hooning it around people because I fear, like I don't want to endanger anyone. Like if I'm going to have fun with my car, just me in the car. I don't really want to, crash into anyone, but like, especially if I'm going to go a little faster on a back road. But, here it's tough. Like there's nothing. Like, I mean, I'm still looking. I still haven't found one. Maybe some other people know where one is or I'll find one later. But for I've seen, there's always people, and I'm not going to go do anything stupid when there's people around. That's just, there's no point. And, I do drive pretty lamely sometimes, but yeah, that's one thing that sucks about here. That different than Canada. Canada, there's always places where you can go that there's no people, but here, no, can't do that. You're always going to find people. So it's pretty tough to find like just an empty parking lot or something, but oh well. And now the next thing that I do not like driving in Germany is actually the small towns. I like, highways and I like big roads, and I know Germany doesn't have the room for that. I mean, I'm definitely getting used to it, but like a lot of these small towns have so many little roads that like you just have to know how to drive in them before you actually drive in them. Like you have to, you have to know that, the city, and you have to know the layout. And then if you know the layout, then it's fine. Like again, living in the one city that I've been in for a while, I now know the layout of it. And so I, have no problem driving around it. But anyways, going back to the small towns, yeah, you just got to know about how they work, and then, you'll be comfortable. But getting there, sometimes I've gone down some roads where I shouldn't have gone down, and I just didn't know. I mean, I have done all my research before coming in driving in Germany. Obviously, I like Googled all the signs and try to look up all the road laws and everything. But still, some of those towns are so freaking confusing and intricate compared to like what you see in Canada that I just, I'm sorry, I didn't know. It's really embarrassing, but I mean, you just kind of deal with it. I am definitely getting better though. I mean, obviously around places I know now, I don't do those stupid things anymore. But like on some of those small towns, I've definitely made mistakes and gone down bus lanes. Like I mean, not bus lanes, but just like, there was an area where it was like a bus parkade where people were just, a bus depot, and I didn't know, and I ended up driving into it like an idiot. And I mean, I know the sign of do not enter, and it didn't have that do not, like the no car sign. So I figured it, and my GPS and Google was literally telling me to go through it. So maybe I was allowed through there, but it definitely looked like the looks that I was getting, definitely probably not. And I don't think it was the car either. So, oh well. But I mean, I'm definitely getting used to that, but that's definitely something, that is just kind of annoying, but you just kind of get used to it with time. And it's like that with Canada. Some towns are a little confusing too, but they do have a lot more space, going back to the no people thing. So, they're a little more easily laid out, but yeah, so that's the things that I, don't like about Germany. But, other than that, like driving here, fantastic. If someone who's from Canada or America hasn't driven in here, I mean, yeah, it can be stressful, but like, it's a blast. You should absolutely come here, rent a car, go driving on the Autobahn, experience it for yourself. It's pretty cool to see. I mean, like just, how the road laws work, and obviously you got to keep right and everything, which is cool. But, you also just have around town. Like there's so many things to see around here. Like there's so many, like it's like city. It's like this whole country is basically like one big city with like forests in between. It's a pretty cool experience. You don't see that in Canada. Like you can go Canada for just miles of just nothing. And now I haven't even really driven around this country yet. I've only kind of just stayed around my area and up to Osnabrück and back in the North Sea, but I haven't really done much driving around. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's just my thoughts of driving in Germany. I mean, I do have way more thoughts. That's just a little video I decided to do because we haven't really done much on the weekend, and I just wanted to keep my little upload schedule consistent. So I just figured I'd do something fun and talk about what I think about driving in Germany, because I mean, not a lot of people have Canadian experiences of what it's like to drive here. And I'm definitely not the best driver in the world, and I, do not use me for any advice at all. Like, always do your own research. But I mean, that's just my opinions on it, and if anyone is curious, that's what you got. So anyways, I'll talk to you soon. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great rest of your day, and enjoy your week. Bye bye for now.